I talk a lot, so. Okay. Hey, you guys, this is Maiya The Don checking in with rap season, period. Shout out to all my fans in Toronto and Canada, period. I love you so much, and I'm about to start talking like y'all, period. It would probably be between expensive and into myself. I feel like I'm always teetering between the two. Ugh. Probably just like walking this bitch like a Don. Cause that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just like, yeah, I'm feeling very Don today. I love when people are like, oh my God, it's my other Don. I'm like, yeah, it is. It's so into myself. Probably doing everything that I said I would, despite people like kind of like brushing me off, you know? I think because I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just do it. Like, you know, I don't need anyone. I felt like, you know, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do it with, and that's all I need. I never needed like outside support because I supported myself. And so now that it's like everything's happening, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know? I think that's definitely the most important part. Is just like walking away and being like, I'm glad that I, you know, stuck with it and didn't like listen to outside opinions because I'd probably be where I was a year ago. Well, those are the people that, you know, work with me. My best friend, she's my hairstylist, my manager, who, you know, made me the rapper. He's my manager. So, like, the same people that, you know, believe in me are the same people that I keep around me. And we're all, like, growing together. It's super, like, that's also rewarding. Like, being able to put not only myself, but the people that I love and, you know, care about and, like, believe in me in, like, positions where they can, you know, grow in whatever field that they're in, you know. It felt good. First, everybody, I feel like I had like a little bit of a platform to where like I could go outside and I would get recognized like pretty often, more times than I wouldn't. But then at the Telfy drop, I would be like places, and then I'd like hear people like I'd hear like bad bitch when I'm up in the function, like people like on their phone, like let me make sure that's her that I see. And it got to a point where I just couldn't walk around like by myself. It was just completely unsafe. Like people running up on me, and I'm like 5'1", 5'2" on a good day. So like I'm kind of small in stature, so I'd be like thrown off, and I'm paranoid. So it was just like, it's a lot happening. But it was super cool because like young girls would like always like come up to me and like it's just so cool. It's so fun, and I be feeling like that girl because I'm so heavy on New York. Like everywhere I go, I hate everything that's not New York. Like I be like, take me home everywhere I'm at. So it's like super cool to be like, you know, like this to have like that, you know, like that anthemic song for young New York women because I'm so that. Like I'm just so that. It's disgusting actually. Big dumb, big money, big pressure. I stop on hoes, no effort. Yeah, man, in my DM, you should leave when I ask about his girl. He don't remember. Oh, bitch, you know this label. Yeah, bitch, I'm that no apple. Fuck on my eyes. Ain't shit friendly. Bitches is broke. No, you can't check me. I think so because I've done so many things and I like so many things. It reflects on my music, you know. Like Inner Myself is like my favorite song, and I'm like Full Face of Fenty. I don't even need it, and it's like almost like an ode to like my makeup artist self. I'm like yeah, or like even in like Truth Is, I'm like I've been an influence. That's way before I rapped because I was an influencer, you know. It's like I be trying to put little things in there like all the time, but I hope honestly, I just hope that I reflect in my music. Everything that I say, I want it to be like so authentic to who I am, you know? It's like only Maiya would say something like that, you know? And that's what I hope people like walk away from. Like just because it's so authentic to who I am and I really put the time and energy into like, and thought into what I'm saying, I hope people like walk away feeling like it was so different than anything they ever heard because it's so individualized to who I am, you know? I think a little bit of both. I feel like when I was younger, I had the pleasure of being told that I was beautiful and like, you know, being like nurtured and valued in that way. And so I always felt like I was like a pretty girl, and I always felt like, just, I don't know, I just always had like this confidence. But I also think I was like very self-aware in myself and how I grew up. So I moved around a lot, and like I went from being like the only black kid to being like super pale and white looking compared to all the other black kids. You know what I'm saying? So, and as I got older, of course, like, being on social media or like liking boys and boys not liking me back and whatever, like my confidence going through dips, as you hit puberty. But for the most part, I've always been like super confident and like comfortable with myself. Um, and that never changed. But so now, more now than ever, it's like I have to like work on it, because being, on social media or like having just so many eyes on me at once, it's like I never spoke about this actually, but it does something to your confidence and to my confidence that I had never had happen before. It's like I said, I've always been pretty confident. So it's like to have a lot of people talking about, this thing and this way, you start looking at yourself like, well, shit, maybe I gotta, but I don't like that. And that's so ugly and so fighting. So I don't, So I found myself like having to be like, all right, girl, you won't have to fake it till you make it. But I'm not faking it no more. I'm not fighting. I think, I talked to my best friend, but my best friend and my manager, but they're kind of like the same person in like the sense where they both be like, can you shut up? Like every time I'm like, oh, well, somebody said this. They be like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Can you get out my face? They don't even pay me any mind, because I be like, I feel like I feel every emotion completely, like even if it's for 2 seconds. So if I'm really scared, I'm really scared. If I'm really sad, I'm devastated. If I'm happy, I'm intergalactic, ecstatic, like you can't peel me off the floor. Like that's, So I'll be like, I'll read something and it'll hurt my feelings for a second, and I'll be like, oh! And then 2 minutes later, I'll be like, fuck that person. Like, so they just be like, girl, bye. Like, can you move on and like get out my face? I think they just also really not used to like me being that kind of person to like let things affect me like so heavily. But my manager told me you can't take things personal from people who don't know you personally. So now every time I see something that hurt my feelings a little bit, I'd be like, they don't even know me. Like, they wouldn't say that if they knew me. Lots of energy. They can expect lots of energy, lots of dancing, and just vibes. We just gonna vibe. We're gonna, I feed off the crowd's energy most of the time. So if they good to me, I'm gonna be great to them. All right, but I'm gonna be great regardless. I had seen Beyoncé for the first time ever in my life, and I was like, that is me. Like it's in me to like want to put on a full performance. I'm super theatrical and super extra. I always want to go the extra mile. So I was like, listen, we gonna put on a show. I got the nerve to call myself going on tour. I'm gonna show them a tour, Most surprising thing on my Vita, probably, I don't know. I feel like my rider isn't terribly difficult. I feel like actually, I feel like a lot of people take advantage of that. They take advantage. They be going, maybe like a tea kettle. I need tea before I perform to protect my throat. So like everywhere we go, you gotta have the electric tea kettle. If not, I'm flipping it. No, I'm kidding. I feel like my rider is pretty simple. It's like, okay, maybe like shrimp cocktail. Yeah, I'm allegedly a pescatarian. I'm a pescatarian, but I haven't been very pescamatarian lately, because we've been on the road and chicken just be so good when you after you get off that stage and you want to eat. Don't bring me no salmon or I'm gonna be so mad, because that's so fighting. So ain't been no pesc, but I be like, okay, let me get some shrimp cocktail. That's a really good question. If I could put anything on my violin, anyone, I don't know. I don't think I'm the super like needy in that way. I feel like he disagrees a lot. I don't know. What do you think? That I would ask for. I don't feel like I ask so much. Oh. Yeah, I don't feel like I ask for much. I think what I need is like very simple. Like, can I please have some water, a Dr. Pepper, something to eat, like a French fry or something, and I'm good, Maybe like a seafood boil. I think I might ask for like a seafood boil, like if I'm being like annoying. I need to move to Canada. Canadian. I need to move to Canada. I was gonna say whatever. I want to move to Canada. Fuck. Can you speak? That's what happens when your mouth moves too fast. It moves fast in your brain. But I was saying I want to move to Canada because I like the way they talk. Dance for me, press for me, ask for me, looking with a big stick. You gon' have to mad my money, dress on me, splash on me. That's why your nigga and his friends wanna say, bitch, what?